a war, but were even you surprised at the level of fight we saw tonight?
I thought it was going to be a really exciting, I said it, don't blink, it's going to be the most amazing few rounds. It was much better than that. It was just a phenomenal fight, phenomenal to watch, to witness and see these two guys, what they did, bearing their soul and Daniel getting off the floor and the canvas and coming back how he did, and it swung both ways to fight, and it was just a privilege to watch.
I didn't really feel it, so it was like, wow, what am I doing there? I had to quickly jump back up and fucking go for it.
Tell him, Daniel.
What would you like to do next fight?
We're gonna sit back and talk
have a rest first.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things happening in heavyweight division over the next few months, so we'll see. He's the champion, two-time world champion, and what a way to win a title back.
Good fight. I think the fans were in for a treat. The fight should have been stopped a bit earlier, I think.
Yeah, look, Fabio looked hurt for a long time, but we know what Fabio's capable of. When do you think he should have been stopped?
About 2 rounds prior, I would say. I think obviously the round beforehand they kind of slowed down, so the referee kind of thought okay, but I mean, he wanted the referees, I'm still not the referees, he wanted the doctors twice. But I think, look man, the doctors were saying certain things, they could hear how the crowd were kind of cheering for it. They let it go on because Wardley's the champion, but you got to let him live to fight.
Give us your thoughts on that. It was a barn burner. I did think it was going to be a barn burner, but I didn't think it was going as long as what it did. Amazing performance, 2 unbelievable warriors in there. Fabio Wardley's a tough man, but so's Daniel Dubois. Amazing fight, honestly, such an amazing fight. Pleasure to be a part of one of the best fights I've ever witnessed. And
I'm happy that Dubois got his flowers and got the win, because a lot of people were writing him off, and I just felt if he could do what he needed to do behind that jab, cutting off the ring, somebody like Wardley, he could give him a lot of trouble. A lot of people thought he was going to fade. He did get knocked down, but he showed great resilience in getting back up. Wardley showed what we know what Wardley has. He has great grit, great determination, but he was just trying to rely on that big right hand looting over. And what he was on, which was so good, that he didn't do before, that he got behind the jab. I was screaming, hop it.
I'll tell you what, it's one of the best fights I've ever seen. One of the best fights. Fair play to Fabio Wardley. What a hard man he is. He didn't want to quit. His corner didn't pull him out. And Daniel Dubois kept his composure. He kept his composure, stuck to the plan. He started to get a bit tired himself. He realised that Wardley has still got something in the tank. He kept pulling it out of the bag. He looked dead on his feet. But what a fight that was. And
we had one of the greatest heavyweight boxing matches I've ever seen in my life. Used to, I would have to go on YouTube and type in, heavyweight boxing from the 70s or the 80s or even the 90s to see a proper scrap, to see one for the ages. We haven't seen a fight like that at heavyweight in a very long time, and finally, yesterday, Daniel Dubois and Fabio Wardley gave us an all-timer. It was up and down, it was back and forth, and finally, it was a demolition job by Dynamite Daniel Dubois. This fight had everything. It had parity, it had controversy, it had comebacks from both.
What unfolded in Manchester felt like the kind of heavyweight battle that instantly leaves a lasting impact on both fighters and fans. Imagine standing after a brutal contest, exhausted, marked up, and barely recovered, yet still refusing to take a step backward. That was the atmosphere surrounding the intense showdown between Fabio Wardley and Daniel Dubois. What many expected to be another major moment in Wardley's rise quickly turned into a physically demanding and emotionally charged fight that tested both men under serious pressure. Wardley continued showing determination and resilience throughout the contest, but Dubois responded with the kind of power, composure, and persistence that reminded the boxing world why he remains one of the heavyweight division's biggest threats.
What it takes to get canvas twice inside the other.
Yeah. Thank God for a great fight. Thank Fabio for being an absolute warrior. I thank God, what a fight we had. What a warrior he is, and came through that test. Coming off the back of a loss, I was a bit nervy to start off with and a bit all over the place, but I pulled it together and got the victory.
There's a clip doing the rounds now, if I can both, where Don will give you a couple of slaps in the corner.
I needed that slap just to wake up, you know, stay in reality, you know, it's not slip, you know, as a warrior, you have to dig deep. It's got to go to that dark place and come out on top.
Don, it takes a brave man to stick a couple of things on him, doesn't it?
Yeah, I normally have a lot to say. No human being on this planet could ever question this kid ever again. Certainly don't question him in front of me, yeah? Because what he showed tonight, he raised any doubt of all that negative talk, yeah? It's almost like, because we were victorious, yeah? It's almost like, I'm glad the fight went that way. You know why? So he could demonstrate this quitting narrative. Is not, we know he's not, the people around him knows he's not. I think he ticks every box, yeah? And obviously, you said it, I'm just gonna echo what everybody said here on the top table. The opponent, Fabio, what a warrior. He's healthy. Daniel, what a warrior. He's healthy. That's the most important. They both came out of that grueling, epic. Frank, that most Frank and most one of the best you've from over the years, right?
It's not over the years. It's the
for
best.
Heavyweights.
It's the best, best we've done.
Right.
It was just so absorbing. It was two guys.
It had everything. It had drama. It had thriller. It had everything. For neutrals, that's like